the premiere of Superman Red Son. You are the titular character in this animated feature.
I don't know why the word titular makes me laugh, but it does. Yeah, thanks.
It's okay. It makes me laugh as well.
Yeah.
But can we just start off with, obviously this is a character people are very familiar with, but this is a new version of that character. So how is he like the Superman we know? How is he different?
So he is the Superman we know in that he's a man who's driven by fairness.
Okay.
You know, and he's truth and justice and equality, and you know, he's got a very rigid ethical and moral approach to the world. He's never going to make a bad choice the wrong way. He just is living in a system and lands in a system that he believes in and that he defends and he fights for. He thinks it's bringing equality, it's putting a roof over people's head and feeding them. And when he finds out that maybe the system isn't exactly what he was told it was, he challenges that. The traditional Superman we've never seen engage with politics at all.
Sure.
He's just assumed that America is a great place and fought supervillains. So this is a story that is political with a small p. It's not really about communism and capitalism. It's about who we are and our responsibility in it. This is a guy who's of service. He's not just fighting where there's a problem or there's crime going on. He's taking the responsibility on his shoulders of being a super being and going, how can I help the world be right? How can I, let me come in a slightly different way. We have a presidential election coming up in this country, and some people might argue that there are less than ideal candidates on all sides. And there's this fancy notion of, well, if we had a perfect human being in the White House, then all the answers would be easy. Well, Superman's a perfect human being in that he's entirely moral. You would back his personality in any situation. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to make things right. He doesn't know how to run the world. And that's one of the things that's interesting in this story, and there are many interesting things. One of the most interesting things is the answers aren't clear, and when the entertainment is over and this thing rolls and the credits roll, there's so much to talk about and think about.
Now, obviously, pop culture has kind of been riffed with alt history, other takes on iconic moments or characters that we know. What do you think makes both creators and audiences hungry for these different takes on things we know so well?
Well, so our story's got in it. I hope this isn't a spoiler. We have Lex Luthor, we have Lois Lane, Wonder Woman, Batman, a bunch of other characters. And one of the incredibly enjoyable things to do with an audience in any situation is play with their expectations. So whether it's in a horror film, play with, there's no one there in the bathroom mirror, you close it, there's someone behind you. Well, in this instance, we've got decades and millions of hours cumulatively spent with these people. So they arrive on screen, these characters, and we know them, we know everything about them. Except you don't. This story subverts all that. Wonder Woman is not the Wonder Woman you know, neither is Lois, neither is Lex, neither is Superman. And it's an incredibly enjoyable feeling to have a story feel like it's fresh.
Well, I have one other question for you. It's Fanbase Press's 10th anniversary. One thing we're doing to celebrate is our initiative Stories Matter, where we're basically looking at how stories connect humanity, teach us about ourselves, other people. This story clearly has a lot of entertainment value, but what would you say that we can learn from this story about ourselves, about the world around us, other people?
Well, I think I dipped into it earlier, that there's no such thing as a simple solution, that no system is right, and that in today's world where people are, particularly today's America, but in Britain too, where people have dug themselves into trenches, into positions that they're over firm about, and that no one's shifting in Britain. There was Brexit here, there might be partisan politics, and that we need to listen and be aware that there is no perfect answer to any solution, and the answer is to listen and to be compassionate always in every application of every solution, because there will always be bumps and problems, and that's I think it's a powerful message.
Thank you so much for talking with us. We're really looking forward to this film.
Thanks a lot. It's fantastic.
Excellent.